I'm Betty Rhymes, and I'm a personal trainer here at Gainesville Health and Fitness Center. I've been a trainer here for 5 years, and after about 3 years of training here, my life, my physical activity increased substantially. I mean, yeah, I always worked out. I do live in the country. I like to mow the yard. I like to garden. I like to do all of those things that you do when you go through your 40s and 50s. And I just got to the point where now I have a 2-year-old granddaughter, and I was putting on weight and things like that, so running was always my go-to. I could run fast, burn a lot of calories, everything was good, done in an hour, and I was on with my life. And it just got to the point where I couldn't run anymore. I was in so much pain, my hips hurt. I thought, okay, it's bad form, and then that's when my training really did kick in. And of course I was sent to the doctor to figure out what was going on. Had some nerve things pinching, just bad hips. And of course they told me, Betty, you have osteoarthritis. I'm 57 years old. So this was when I was a little bit younger, when they first told me this. I'm now 57. They want to replace both my hips. One is worse than the other. So I thought, I just wanted, as a trainer, I knew there was something out there that I could do. I knew there was something, I just still felt, that there was something I could control in this, that it was tissue and structure. My structure's bad, but all of that tissue is what was causing the pain. And as a trainer, I know that I can do something with that, whether it's through training in some position, or whether it's stretching, self-myofascial release, whatever it was. I knew there had to be something, so I went in search of it. And actually what ended up happening is Patrick Cummings, a trainer, one of our trainers here, came to me and he said, Betty, he says, I really want to try this new thing on you. He says, I know about your hips, I want to help you. So I was like, he told me it was a complete experiment because he was new at getting his certification. And I was like, I'm at the point where I want to try anything. And I started with him. After 2 weeks of just doing some of the Kinstretch moves, I was a different person. I was a complete different person. I can get in and out of my car with one leg and actually putting weight on it, which before it was quite a maneuver to get in and out of the car. And of course playing with my daughter, my granddaughter, and getting down on the floor. Incredible difference in what my pain levels were. So I thought, okay, this is great, let's just keep going. So here we are, almost at the 6-month mark of working, and my life has changed. My daily life has literally changed.
She had hinted several times that her hips weren't working very well, and I thought she'd be a good experiment to kind of start with some of the Kinstretch concepts that I've been learning and implementing with other clients. So when she had said that she had stopped training because the pain was too unbearable and that she was thinking about possibly considering a hip replacement surgery, my thought process was, well, let's see if we can try to either delay that or completely prevent it by using the concepts from my Kinstretch class. So we started working together, and luckily, after a few weeks of her doing her homework the right way and us implementing specific protocols through Kinstretch, she was able to get near immediate relief and have less pain, be able to walk right, be able to do a lot of things that she wasn't previously doing, and doing things that she had felt like she was kind of done doing for the rest of her life.
So Kinstretch is a concept. It's a concept of movement that works on the tissue in your joint, in and around and closest to your joint. So we're all used to working on that muscle in the middle of 2 joints. Kinstretch is about, you've probably heard it called yoga on steroids. So it's yoga, yoga-ish, where you get into certain positions, but Kinstretch takes it to the level of you get into that end range of motion, you get into those big yoga positions, and then you move, and then you can actually create force in those end range positions. So really it's a concept of training and working on the tissue closest to the joints and making them stronger and more resilient. When I first heard about Kinstretch, I thought, okay, this is for athletes. This is what strength and conditioning coaches are doing with their baseball teams and their football teams and their elite college athletes. I can't do that. You know, there's no reason for me to do that kind of exercise. And then when Patrick got a hold of me, Patrick is a strength and conditioning coach, he got a hold of me and said, Betty, let's try this for your hips. It changed everything. It's not just for the elite athlete. It's for us everyday people that just want comfort. You know, as we age, we know our joints go bad. You know, so it's truly the concept of you use it or you lose it. So you work in a full range of motion, every single one of your joints. It's for anybody. It's for anybody who wants to be strong and have a healthy joint. Well, I'm Betty Rhymes, and Kinstretch has really changed my everyday life.